And now we can do this, this, and this. Meaning we have a ton of stats, dude. Let's go! Greetings, freaks and folks, this is Vlad with another deck creation today. If you want to skip the deck take to a too long didn't watch version, you can do this in the timestamps and also jump to the gameplay if you don't enjoy long ass deck takes like I do. Today we're gonna go over the deck that is called Support That Shite. And what it is? Well, it is a full-on TARIC LULU support deck. So the main idea of this is to chain together all these supports that we have in this deck. Things like Lulu, things like Taric, things like Mount Sojourners and the Young Witch. And from that on, we buff things with the Taric, level this dude up, and from that point onwards, we can make everything invincible. Everything that he supports and himself as well, as we also have a lot of different neat cards that I will explain from the top to the bottom. We can start off with a Flower Child that is a, almost always include in support cards, support decks that you run with Ionia, because it will grant, effect not give, grant +2 attack to the Flower Child. A pretty awesome combo together with the next unit that we have here, the Young Witch, that will support, got buffed recently by the way in the patch notes by 1 HP. Will give quick attack and +1 attack, which makes the Flower Child a 4-2 with quick attack on turn 2 potentially if we have the attack token on 2 and we have the Flower Child and the Young Witch in our hand. And we have a 2 of Green-Light Lookout, which also got buffed, and the main idea behind this was to get multiple hits off with this little dude, as he can now potentially hit two spiders, for example, 2 spiderlings. But more importantly, we can use this buff from Lulu, because she will set the stats to 4-4 from the unit that she supports. So we can give this a 4-4 and ongoing value, like reduce the cost of the most expensive unit. I will jump to them in a second to draw the connection there, where we have the Windfora Hatchling, which is our late game powerhouse to then buff our whole board by +2/+2, and he himself is elusive. Normally you run this in elusive decks, but I think it has a pretty decent spot also in this deck, as we are a stats-based deck that wants to grow with power over and over. Like I said, Lulu the +4/+4, also the Taric then doubling buffs that we can give. Things like Pale Cascade, for example. Also we have one of the Blessing of Targon. He himself has as a signature card the Blessing of Targon, so we can grant +3/+3, get more sets, and run the enemy down. So unit-wise, I mentioned Lulu a lot. 3 mana, 3/3 champion, and will, if she levels, what happens after we support her 3 times, she levels in the deck by the way, we will have as a 4/4, and then she will grow units to a 5/5 as support, and we also get this Help Picks spell every time fleeting in the hand on round start, and then we can on focus speed give something barrier or vulnerable at this round. Then we have a one-off of Mend of the Stones, yet again another support card that will upon death give us 3 gems. Gems go really well together with the Taric. Now why don't we have more Mend of the Stones? The main reason is because our 3 mana spot is really stuffed, as we have a full stuff River Shaper. This is one of the most crucial cards in this deck, as he makes it so that we don't run out of steam with our cards, as we have a very, very low curve. As you can see here, we have 16 2-mana cards, so this region is really stuffed with things, because they are all important and we need them. And so it can happen quite often that we have no more cards in the hand, and he draws us a spell, and we have a lot of spells in this deck to draw, 17 in total, which means we really want to keep this dude alive, and we can do this especially together with the Lulu, where we set him to a 4/4 at some point so he can attack, and also the other buffs that I mentioned prior and that I will mention on. Like, for example, the Bastion gives us spell shield, so to say, functions as another deny, as most of the time they want to kill our units from the board, and we can protect at least 1 unit from that if it's an AoE effect. And if it's a Vengeance, for example, we can just completely deny this with the Bastion and grant +1/+1. This is also something that goes really well with Taric. That's why I don't run 2 denies, but instead I do run 1 Bastion to potentially double up this effect on our Taric and the supported unit that he is supporting. Like I said, deny for really, really big removal and big spell sets or skills that are threatening us. We have also 2 of Notify to deny the 3 cost or less spells that are hitting our face or our units. And yeah, that's basically the unit region there. Like I said, Mountain Sojourners is one of our other support cards, and this is also one of my favorite cards, I think, in this deck, as she is the one chaining all this granting +2/+2. That is the same thing that the Mend of the Stones does, granting +2/+2 upon support, but she gives this through the chain. So if we chain, for example, the Taric, as well as the Mend of the Stones, as well as Lulu or the Young Witch, everything that supports one after another will get the +2/+2 granted, and she's just awesome. Like, now that she has 4 attack after the buff, it's putting in the work, and it's made me win a lot of games so far. I hope we can show this in today's video. But before I want to talk a second about the spells here, we have a 2 of Hush, a really important target card to take out any very threatening champions or units that have Overwhelm, Elusive, all kinds of that, or are buffed a lot. We can just silence this completely and take out the enemy champion or unit. We have a 2 of Syncopation, because the main idea behind this is we have sort of a pre-built attack, so to say, with the most value that we can get off our support cards, right? Because the support unit always needs to attack right from the unit that's supporting. So the thing that you want to give +4/+4 will attack right to the Lulu. This makes it so sometimes in the attack order you want to switch things, and Syncopation just does that. We can swap 2 allies and potentially end the game like this. So we can, any big damage unit that he's blocking, jump blocking, we can swap this with a small unit that isn't blocked. Or we can use this as a deny to just swap a big unit that he wants to remove with a small unit. Or, like I said, in the attack order, we can then, after he declared the blocks, we can then swap things around to do things in our favor. Pale Casket and Guiding Touch are mainly a 2 of because of the draw card that it does. So if we play it on the Taric, he will give this spell to his supported unit, and thus drawing us 2 cards in the process, as Guiding Touch will draw 1, and also the Pale Cascade if we activate the Nightfall. Twin Disciplines as a full set here, which is our 4th buffed card in this deck. Like, this is the main reason why I built this, because I think at this point where Taric got buffed, the Mountain Sojourners got buffed, the Green Blade Lookout got buffed, and also the Twin Disciplines got 1 mana less, makes it extremely strong, as we can decide if we want to have a +3 health or +3 attack. And this also obviously goes well together with Taric, as you can also duplicate this. And that's the complete deck list and every single card, what they do, why they are in here. And because I'm already talking too long, we go to the Too Long Didn't Watch. So hello there, you lovely lads with little time. This is a support deck completely built around Taric and Lulu, which are both support champions themselves. She will level up upon 3 supports. He will level up if we support or cast spells on units 7 times. So they both synergize really well with this support archetype. We have Mountain Sojourners, we have Mend of the Stones, we also have Young Witch. So plenty of supports in this deck, as we also have a late game powerhouse to then buff our whole board and knock the enemy down, as alongside a lot of disruption for the enemy, Ionia like with Notify, with Deny. We also have Bastion as a other Deny, and also a really neat curve with other units that they want to be supported in a sense. And that's the whole deck idea. If you want to know everything, you can always switch back to the timestamp for deck tech. And as always, we will jump into the games together right now. Wait. Occasional shirt swap. Well, reason being, I had the recording session yesterday and was terrible, so I decided to not upload this and instead record a new one. So let's hope we do better today. Alright, first enemy. Predicts with Zilean Ekko. Yeah, yesterday I was running into all these Ashes and Freeze and unit removal decks. It was cursed for some reason, I don't know. Nopify. What would I Nopify there? And maybe they have damage-based removal. I will keep one Nopify Twin Disciplines. Yeah, I think this curve is okay-ish. Even though a one-drop would be nice, but we can also draw way worse, and I don't want to give that up. Alright. Now we can go with the young witch here. Where did she go? She's not to be seen. Alright. Yeah. I wanted to curve out, so I took the risk of damage-based removal here. But it's not the end of the world. Uh-huh. Okay. So he does have the drop border. Well, we can go with the River Shaper. My best guess is that he doesn't want to attack with the Perfectionist here. But if he does, I will block, definitely. Yep. I happily take this trade. Because like this, he goes down in card advantage. And now we can play Taric, but unfortunately we can't attack with him. Like, I mean we can, but we can't support and double up a spell, which is necessary normally with Taric. There's Ekko. Yeah, I will attack. If he wants to block this, be my guest. We have the Twin Disciplines to heal him up and block the Ekko anyways. And we have even double Nopify backup if he does something wacky, like pinging my Taric to kill him with the quick attack from Ekko.
You still gotta show me how to ride that thing.
Not like you ever did anything for me.
Okay, yeah, I won't play her. I will rather play the Flower Child. No more walkies. Because, like I said, I want to have Nopify backup for my Twin Disciplines plan to block into the Ekko. So there is no 4-mana removal that will stop. Okay. There is what you want to play. Yeah, this means I can't Nopify it, and I have to go with this here as the plan. I could also have gone with the other buff here, but I think that's better. That's kind of risky, dude. I could have another one of these. Okay. But I guess he's gambling, and he was right gambling there. Buff? Nope. Never lucky. Alright, but this means we can do this. You're Taric, the Protector! And we can then chain the buff. So, this is where fun things happen. Yeah. And this is a grand. This is no temporary. So they will stay like this. Besides the tough is temporary. Alright. Decides to block one of these. But yeah, I'm totally fine with that. He's running pretty low on cards here. But he does find the predictions. Yeah, but he's still 2 out of 5 now. So I think we're pretty good here. If he finds the crystal from the cats, could be a bit scary. I love to see the Pale Cascade.
What do you make of that?
I'm not sure. Definitely play on one of these.
The protector.
Because we can double chain. He doesn't want to see that. I can totally understand that.
Victory is a thing of beauty.
Beautiful. Yeah, this last deck was really slow, so we could capitalize on that. Let's see if we can... Oh, Azirelia, okay. I don't know, I have not played against the new nerfed version, so to say. We'll see about that. Definitely keeping the Nopify for some recall shenanigans that they tend to do. And Young Witch is good for blocking the elusive. And Taric is something we always want to have, basically. Today's lesson is probably that Azirelia is still broken, but we'll see about that. Maybe the nerfs were enough. Yeah, he can't do much about this. Besides playing his own elusive. Alright, so we do find a lot of buffs, but very low on units again. It's probably some of the weaknesses of this deck, and I may end up having less buff spells, but I mean, it's kind of the core of playing with Taric, right? And sometimes you just draw bad. That's why I had a very bad matchup because of that yesterday. Yeah, still, the student is still stupid. Not gonna lie. Oh boy. I wonder why they still run Dancing Droplet. That seems pretty off to me. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking the Droplet here. I take 1 more damage, but I think that's worth it. Because from next round onwards we should explode in value. Together with the Witch and Taric. Oh, and we have Lulu. Yeah, but I'm going with Taric anyways. A rare jewel. And I think I even go with this to double up the card draw. We never submit. He doesn't have the mana to recall one of mine with the homecoming. But he does have the retreat. Yeah, it was probably a bit bad idea to not keep the Noblify for that, because yeah, he does just have another Azirelia. So we will go very wide on board, which means we have to play, I think, Flower Child and Lulu, and then we have mana for Twin Disciplines up. She's 7 out of 14, he is 8 out of... yeah. From that point onwards we need to block everything. Glorious sacrifice. This will level the Azir, okay. Yeah, it's... I mean, Azir almost doesn't care for this nerf, because they just spawn a million, bazillion units. And we go with Lulu, I think, yeah. Yeah, and on this attack he can just swap the area around. So we block here. Block here. Yeah, I lose my whole board, I guess. He can still swap something around. Blocking this and this. Yeah, he still preserves his whole board, and I'm pretty fucked.
Lost in reflection?
Yeah, pretty much. Here's the swapperoo. Yeah, and we're dead. Yeah, Azirelia is still broken. Confirmed. Alright. Shrima and Freljord is normally overwhelm, but with Braum. That's weird. Yeah, I like the entirety of his hand. We have 1-drop, we have a 2-drop, we can curve into River Shaper. We even have the means to attack on 2. So, pretty nice hand so far. And we find Taric, beautiful. Oh my gosh! That's some neat damage. Yeah, you always block this. You want them to die anyways. Draw a card. And it's a heal 4 basically. Yeah, so problem has it, if I develop here, I don't have the means to double up Ape the Pale Cascade on Taric, so I won't develop the River Shaper here. Because he could also have an Avalanche, right? And I would play right into this with my River Shaper.
I am here.
I am here. Glad to see those Sojourners. Depending on what he plays, we can buff the HP of Taric. Ice Shard. Alright, double light shot. Meaning I will... What do I rescue here? I think I want to rescue the Flower Child. Because he tapped out now. Yeah, I don't get to double the Dispel Cascade, it's very unfortunate. But we make it a big hit on him. Like this. As we do this. Get 9 damage in. Have him down to 8 already. It's pretty awesome. There's the Braum, so no more threat of AoE. Which means... what are we playing here? Yeah, I think I want to play the Sojourners. You're Taric!
The protector.
Climb well, and good luck on your journey.
So we have that. Another buff would be neat. Ooh. Do we even have the mana for that? I think that's worth it.
Stay focused.
We do this. Like, how is it looking right now? He can't kill any of them. Yeah, I really want to develop here, but the avalanche is real, so I don't want to do that. I'd rather attack like this. And if he doesn't block one of my thicker units, I can threaten lethal with the buffs. I don't get to double it, but I don't need to.
Behind Braum. Help is under.
Okay. Spirit Fire. This means my Flower Child will die here. I can threaten... I mean, you can kill him here, right? If I do this... Yeah. We got greedy here. I mean, greedy. I don't think he had any other choice. But to die here. Boom! And we got him.
These gems aren't just for show.
They are. Bum, ba-da-bum. Alright. Whiskers was here. Play some Braum. I guess it's Poros, if I see the region combination. I definitely love to see the Lulu in the opener. I don't think Bastion is necessary as of now. We rather want to have manpower here. Curving Young Witch into Lulu is pretty neat. Alright. He does find the penguin. We definitely play this. Get some chip damage in. It would be pretty neat to find a Taric. That ain't no Taric. But Flurry of Fists is, by the way, I don't think I have mentioned this in the deck tech, but the main idea is to use the quick attack for her and then grant it the double attack. So we Lulu.
There's nothing a good giggle can't fix. Lou, look what I did.
Please turn me back.
So we make it so that only this one can attack. And now... I mean, we could even River Shaper. I think I want to do that. And we have Pel Cascade back up and give it life. So this is the moment where we go off in value. Because we can do this. Even if he has these Poros snacks, he can block into the Lulu. And same goes with River Shaper. Surprise, motherfucker.
A gift from the river folk.
A gift from the river folk. And we have him down to 14 already. Poros snacks are scary though, I'm not gonna lie. But we look into... I think I'm willing to take a big hit here and just play the Sojourners.
Just a little farther.
And next turn we have a pretty sick open attack. With a lot of backup here.
Where did that one run off to?
Yeah. What do you attack with, dude? I can favorably block into it. Yeah. Thought so. So we hold this complete attack with the Mountain Sojourners, which is pretty nasty. And now we can do this, this, and this. Meaning we have a ton of stats, dude. Let's go! Bam. And one part picks. Go picks, go picks. This is the beauty. Like, you set the HP to 5/5 from Lulu, and afterwards you get the +2/+2 from the Mountain Sojourners, which is just brilliant and makes it so the River Shaper goes up to 7/7. It's also a really neat combo that has to be mentioned here. And fortunately he blocks my Lulu. But, I mean, I have lethal here, right? Syncopation and Flurry of Fists. Like, if he has a freeze, he has an out. But other than that, he's dead. He's really dead. Lulu power! Double attack! Bam!
Let's go around again.
Beautiful. Really happy I could show the power of Flurry of Fists in this deck, the one-off. Let's go for one last one. Alright, this card Aggro. The Endless Boogie. I think the Rummage nerf is noticeable. How's the word? Noticeable? Noticeable. I think I want to keep the River Shaper here. Twin Disciplines could also be decent to navigate around this quick attack damage, and Pell Cascades, I'm not too sure. I think I want to mulligan this. Rather find more units. Ooh. Maybe we can see the Green Dead Lookouts doing something this game.
The sun got me going.
They always have it in the opener. Ridiculous. So we go with it.
Patrol 1, Patrol 2, Patrol 3.
What a good dude. Okay, him discarding this card means he has another Augmented Experimenter in hand, so we know for sure what he has as one card. So he has 2 more cards in hand now. And Raven time. Of course it's Draven time. We have the means to block into this, but we can't kill him unfortunately, so there's no need to play... Like, I want to play Young Witch, I think, to block one of the Daring Poros.
I want to go home.
And I'm willing to do this. I mean, I could even block into this and Pell Cascade. Is it worth it though? Don't think so. I'd rather block like this, wait for his discard. Most of the time he has a vision in hand. So I need my Pell Cascade here anyways. Do this. Bum, bum. Sound the alarm! Yeah, I think we're getting rolls here. Again by discard aggro. Yeah, I had the nuts hand. What do we play here? I wonder... We pretty much have to stay defensive here. So I will just play with the Sojourners.
Just a little farther.
Right behind. In a second.
Now we could attack into this. He blocks with the Urchin. I think I'm willing to take this. So he can kill my Sojourners, but he loses Draven in the process. And other than that, we just kill the Urchin. Like, we would take this trade anyways next turn. Which means we can also get rid of this now. And make the River Ship a bit cheaper. Yeah, I guess I'm already dead. With another vision, I am dead. But we do have the counter for... Alright. So we were down to 1. Alright. Draven out. River Shaper. There's that. We have an OB5 with. Alright, we will live by 1. But we still know he has the Experimenter in hand. Which means I will play Lulu into Pale Cascade is the play here. Because he will now try to kill my Lulu. And we can survive by 1 with the Pale Cascade. And then we play the Young Witch. Or he goes for the River Shaper, okay. In that case, I will play the Twin Disciplines here. Bam, bam, bam. Alright.
Immerse yourself in
The unknown. And then we can play this.
Rip, say hi, Lulu. Hi, Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Cute little smoosh bun.
Alright, let's see how we approach this. We do this into this, this, and this, I think. Yeah, exactly.
Brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves!
Just like the yellow flip said.
Perfecto.
And beautify.
So we're going to a really big extent here. Now we do have the means to block the Daring Poro. He has to block one at least. So we stay on 4 white on board. He also used the Daring Poro, okay. Interesting.
River folk.
Ooh, Hush. So if he plays Jinx here, I can Hush her right away. We still have by 1.
The party
Has arrived. Definitely starting off with a shield here.
Makes perfect.
He could have a challenger and this would kill me, so I need to be 1 more white on board than he is.
water changes. but
Unfortunately. Yeah, exactly.
God axes need
Okay, so he doesn't have another unit, I guess. Definitely have to block everything here. So we do this, this, and I think
strike.
we block like this. It's no big deal if we lose 1 River Shaper. Alright. That's okay, we can... We could even Hush him. Yeah, I think Hushing is the best thing, so we prevent the level up. Also, he doesn't kill my River Shaper from the spell. And also he doesn't generate access, which is also important. And we get another spell. So this is a very good Hush
The waters take.
at that point.
Waters are still a gift from the river folk.
We have a gift from the River Folk. Oh, we do find heal. So, yeah, but we're still in range for things like get excited. Unfortunately. But yeah, this is open attack lethal.
From Braum.
Yes! We got him! That's 1 HP. What a last game, dude. Boom! It's over, Lulu. The session is over. Yeah, way better session than yesterday. Yesterday I got smoked a lot, and I want you to be aware of that. That this is no perfect deck yet. It's yet to be discovered what the best version is. But I'm pretty happy that, or very happy that I could show the Flurry of Fists alongside also the value of River Shaper in this deck, and also the Mountain Surge Wonders with the new buff. It's brilliant. So try it out yourselves if you are up for that, and let me know how you're doing. And I will end it here. I thank you guys very much for everything you do for this channel, and I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow already with a new video. Until then, you stay legendary. Vlad out.